Hello and welcome to Beach View, our podcast about different things and/or stuff.
Hey, today we're going to get into some more YouTube short videos.
Yes.
We have a lengthy list of videos. Some of them are very short, some of them are longer, but I think it's going to be some interesting video topics here.
Yes. I made another one of my list of random YouTube videos to subject upon you.
And once again, I don't know where you find these.
YouTube.
Well, obviously. Yeah, that was a silly statement. I don't know how you find these, I should say.
Yeah, no. But yeah, let's get into it, shall we?
Okay, so the first one is aptly titled Ancient Mesopotamia.
Oh, I feel like I should state this. I give them titles on the little, list I make.
Ah.
Which are sometimes separate from the YouTube titles.
Oh,
just
that's
for
right.
the sake of being short.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is Ancient Mesopotamia Song by Mr. Nicky.
There you go. Okay, so what's your response to this one?
This is terrible.
I think it's hilarious. Okay, so to give you some background, this looks like a teacher trying to teach their class about this historic topic about ancient Mesopotamia. And so it's like this guy made a rap song, and it's to the tune of what is it?
Crank That?
Yes, Crank That.
The Soulja Boy song.
Yeah. And so it's about the Euphrates River, and it's very funny. So I think it's hilarious. I could totally see some goofy teacher somewhere showing this to their class, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it is very funny. I just think it's also bad. The teacher is not good at rapping.
No, it's terrible. It's by the Euphrates River. It's I think it's so funny though, because somebody obviously put some time into this, and
yeah.
I just I definitely applaud. It reminds me of a Schoolhouse Rock, but
yeah.
To Crank That. It's so funny.
Yeah, I mean, it serves its purpose, I assume, for this teacher.
I mean, I learned a little bit watching this, so had a little history refresher. So I guess it worked.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure you learned this already, but it's been so long you don't remember.
Yeah, it's been way too long, so I was interesting. Yeah, it was funny. I thought it was really funny.
Well, I guess I'm providing educational content for you.
Yeah, I was learning stuff, so it's all good.
Alright, next one?
Alright, you want to go to number 2?
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, so the next one, okay, I don't know who Mega Man is, by the way.
What? You don't know who Mega Man is?
I don't, okay. I've heard of Mega Man, but I don't really understand,
Okay.
I don't know what that is. So.
Yeah, so I titled this Mega Man. It's, a scene from a Mega Man video game. Mega Man is a famous video game series, which features the character Mega Man.
I mean, let me back up. I've obviously heard of Mega Man, but I don't know anything about Mega Man.
He's a little blue robot guy. Well,
yeah,
he's
was kind of funny.
I forget the specifics. I think he's half human, half robot.
Okay, makes sense.
Anyways, this is a scene from one of them where one of the characters is doing a, ridiculous over-the-top acting job.
Yeah.
Yelling, "What am I fighting for?"
Yeah, I like this one. It's very short, and I just thought it was, very dramatic, so I thought it was funny. I don't know, maybe I would get more out of it if I knew, about Mega Man, but...
I mean, I don't know much about Mega Man, I just think it's funny out of context.
Yeah, it is funny. It's just kind of okay, what's that about?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like the drama.
Yes, it's very dramatic.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Alright, next one.
Number 3. Yeah. So number 3 is video. What song is that? I didn't write down what song that was. Smooth. Yeah, so it's basically the song in the wrong scale. Is that it? Or wrong tone?
Yes. It's Smooth by, what is that?
I don't know.
Santana featuring Rob Thomas. There we go.
Oh yeah, Santana. Okay, yes, that's it.
And this is a remix by an artist named Fashion Sense.
It's a wrong mix is what it is.
Yeah. And the title is Smooth but Transposed to the Whole Tone Scale is Favored by Schoenberg.
Mm-hmm. So it's basically, it just sounds wrong, you know? Like, you've heard that song before and you're just like, what is this? Yeah. So it's the wrong tone. And it's kind of funny because it's like just totally, you know, when you've heard a song like several times and you hear it and it's wrong, but not like completely wrong. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, I don't know, it does something to your brain. You're like, you recognize that it's like not right.
Yeah. I like this one because of the whole tone scale. Transposing like a song that's in a different key to it makes for a very spicy thing. It's got quite a bit of dissonance in it that wasn't in the original song.
Yeah, there you go. I knew you would know the like actual music terms. I'm just like, it's just wrong. Yeah. So, kind of funny.
Man. Do you like this version better or the original better?
I don't know. I'm kind of leaning toward this one. No. No, the original is definitely better. Yeah, you can't do Santana dirty like that. He's like a legend.
I don't know if this is doing dirty, but okay. I think it's neat.
Yeah, it's fine. So this next one, a job well done.
Yes.
So it's basically this animation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this little coach guy has like a, I guess you would say like Midwestern accent.
Yeah, something like that.
It's a pretty like heavy accent. Yeah, and he says, so he's telling like a kid that he's like, good job, it was a job well done. And the kid's like, a what? He says, you did a great job instead of job. And so, yeah. And so anyway, the kid like goes on a mission to like teach him how to say job. And it's very funny. It's like they have like a speech therapist kind of like teaching him how to make the shape with his mouth to say job.
Yeah. And he keeps messing it up and keeps like going G-yor.
Yeah, he's like, you did a good job. So it's very funny. It's just, it was like just a fun animation. And at the end, so he goes through this whole like series of like trying to learn how to say job. And this kid gives him like an audio. He's like, here's a tape I made when I was trying to learn the dictionary. And it's just the word job like 200,000 times. So he's listening to it while he sleeps. And then, like, so they're at practice again, or game, whatever. And the kid goes, well, don't you want to tell me how I did? And he's like, you did a good job. But then he mispronounces the kid's name, right?
Yeah, he forgets his name.
Yeah, and he's like, so he keeps, like, trying all these different names. He's like, Ramrod, whatever. Like, he just keeps, like, saying the wrong name. And the kid's just like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
So, it was funny. I think the accent was very funny. Like, you did a good job.
Yeah, so this is not a one-off. There's some context here. This is like a long-running series of animations from like this video was uploaded in 2008. I don't know, like, because this wasn't originally from YouTube. I don't know what the original air date for this one is, but from like the 2000s, this is like a series. It's called Homestar Runner. That's the main character, the little kid with the star shirt.
Okay.
And it's, yeah, like these characters are all recurring characters.
Oh. I got you.
Yeah.
So it's like a whole series. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and they do little comedy skits with them, and it ran for a long time. So.
I didn't know that. I'll have to see some more of those.
Yeah, it's a neat thing for me to include, I think, just because of that history.
I thought it was funny, yeah.
Quite popular back in the day for whatever definition of popular on the internet back in the day is.
Oh, yeah. It had some notoriety there. Very funny. Okay, the next one.
Yes.
Castlevania.
Yes, I titled it that. This is the intro from Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which is a very famous video game.
Oh, I didn't know it was a famous video game.
Yeah, it's considered like one of the best of all time by some people, so...
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. It's very influential in its genre, too. Like,
Okay.
A lot of games owe their, like, sort of design to this one.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay, that gives you a little bit of context. So,
yeah.
This one is just the character being dramatic. It says, "What is a man? A miserable pile of secrets?"
Yes. It's them sparring back and forth verbally before fighting.
Okay. I was like, I didn't quite get this one, but again, it's dramatic. I like the drama, but...
But yeah, so these characters are Dracula of Dracula fame, you know, the famous vampire.
Yeah.
And the other guy is Belmont, which is, like, in this series, that's a family of vampire hunters.
Oh.
Who, like, you know, anytime Dracula comes back, they come to try to stop him.
Okay. Makes sense.
It's this whole intro, so... Which apparently people think is bad, or did at the time.
Wait, why?
I don't know. I guess it's, like, poorly translated from the, like, because this was a Japanese game.
Oh.
That the original Japanese was different, but, I don't know. I like it.
How do you translate that? Like, what is a man? A miserable pile of secrets? I wonder what they really said.
Oh, you're missing the best part, which is when he throws his wine glass.
Yeah, right. Very dramatic. So which character is that supposed to be?
Dracula. He's the one on the throne.
Oh, that's like, Dracula.
I was brought here by humans who wish to pay me tribute, you know?
Okay, I got you. Okay. Yeah. Castlevania. Okay. I didn't know that was like a Dracula thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I like this intro sequence. I think it's great.
Yeah, I think it was great too. All right. Moving on.
Yep.
All right, explain this next one.
Does it need explanation?
So it's like Sonic, right? Sonic the Hedgehog? Is that what that is?
That is not Sonic the Hedgehog, but it's a character from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay. It's a character.
Yes.
So all it is saying, "Oh no."
Yeah. That's Knuckles the Echidna saying, "Oh no."
Okay. When I see something like that, like a character, I'm just like, "Oh yeah, that's Sonic."
Sonic is blue.
I knew it when it was from. I'm sure if I saw them side by side, I would know it wasn't Sonic. But yeah. But anyway, it's just a little character saying, "Oh no."
Yeah, I just thought that was funny. Short little funny thing to include.
I like the short ones. Yeah, they're funny. It just was kind of like, you know, out of context, and you're like, that's random.
Yeah. Alright, next?
Yeah. So the next one is the Forum Boy, right?
Yes.
So it's like this character who, like, you know, interacts on forums all day.
Yeah. It's a little animation, 3D animation.
Yeah, a little animation, and it's him, like, talking about, like, Mario Kart, like, on a forum, and how it's, like, so unrealistic, and then he's having, like, this little, I wouldn't even say it's really a disagreement, with another person on the forum, and then they're like, well, agree to disagree then, and then they, like, compliment each other. So I thought that was funny. It's just kind of like a little satire on, like, I guess, internet culture.
Yeah, well, particularly it is a throwback.
Oh, okay.
To a certain type of... Well, it still exists, it's just not what it used to be, just given that, like, forums are less popular than they used to be compared to, like, social media.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, like, you still have some forums, right? But
Yeah.
I think, yeah, you're right. Like, back in the day, there used to be a lot of different, I guess it was like back in the days of chat rooms too, huh?
Yeah.
They had like forums and chat rooms and stuff, so.
Although this is kind of late in the forum era. If you look at some of the other posts on the computer,
Yeah.
it dates it to like 2013-ish.
Oh,
So,
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, so that was later. Yeah.
Yeah, which is like definitely during the social media age, but still a bit of a throwback. And I think, I'm not like, 100% sure, I don't know the creator's intent, but I think the, like, them, like, complimenting each other at the end is meant to be like a twist.
Yeah.
Like, usually when you get, forum arguments of that sort, they get a bit uglier.
Okay.
Or at least that's like the stereotype.
See, I feel like, so now, I think, or whatever, I guess what I'm exposed to is like in comments, like on social media. So like whether it's like Facebook or Instagram or whatever, like people are like disagreeing in the comments, and they're always like, I hate this. It's like a thing at the end where they're like, whatever, they're being ugly to each other, and they're like, well, have a blessed day. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like ugly, like they're being, and it always ends with like a compliment. It's like, I don't know. That's like the one that I see all the time. Have a blessed day. Like, it's just like so passive aggressive,
Yeah.
So I took it to be that.
Yeah, this one wasn't passive aggressive though.
No, this one wasn't passive aggressive, but it reminded me of like, I don't know. I was thinking like, I wonder if it just like evolved from there, like, is that why people do that? Where they're just like,
I mean, people do that in real life too, though. Sometimes.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I don't know. Like, if you're having like a disagreement in real life, though, like, do you really compliment? I don't know.
I don't know.
It was funny, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely a throwback.
Yeah, I particularly like this one because I think the animation's good, the music's good, the voice acting's good. It's very well put together, and I like the, like, throwback, and, like, these are absolutely, like, pulling from a real thing.
Yeah. I think that's really funny because it's like, it just kind of shows you like some internet culture where it's like, you have these people who are, I think, like really committed to, I don't know, I guess like whatever they're discussing, and it's, to me, it's funny because obviously like Mario Kart is not realistic.
Yeah.
And so like when he's talking about like, about Mario Kart being unrealistic, it's just very funny because you could see like somebody who normally like is like a forum person. I don't know how you describe them other than that, but like somebody who like regularly goes on forums, like you could see them like just pouring their heart into this, disagreement
absolutely.
about something that's super obvious. Yeah. So I think that's funny. It was just kind of like, I think like kind of like a satire, but also kind of like reflection of real life,
Yeah. Yeah, I really like this one. I think it's neat. I think I say that for everything, but it's true.
Yeah, I liked it. It was funny.
Alright, next.
Okay, so... Alright, explain this one to me, too.
Oh, so I assume you're familiar with Waiting for Godot?
No.
Really?
I'm not. No, not familiar.
Okay, well, I am not that familiar with it. I just know what it is. It's a, like, famous play. It's like an existentialist play that involves two characters waiting for Godot, and he never shows up.
Oh, see, I wasn't familiar with that.
Okay.
And so, I mean, I assumed it was something like theater adjacent, but this is just basically like older men rapping.
Yes.
And I'm assuming that's not part of the...
No. Well, the intro's like them, like, two presumed academics, like professors talking, being like, to reach the youths of today, we need to translate this play into a rap.
Yeah. So the resulting YouTube video is like old men rapping.
Yeah, I think it's bad on purpose, but it's not very good.
Yeah, it's gotta be bad on purpose. Yeah.
I mean, if I looked in the description and it said that this was submitted to some, like, comedy film festivals, so...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, I hope they're not taking themselves seriously.
No. I mean, I doubt these people are actual professors.
Right. It's like, it's very funny whenever, anytime you have like people rapping about something, like it's just, it's funny to me, especially like older people.
Yeah. Well, especially when they're bad at it.
Oh,
this
when
is
they're
the
terrible
second
at
bad
it.
rap, too, on this
Yeah,
list.
and I think that's the funniest. Nobody wants to hear like a good rap about stuff like this. You want to hear a bad rap. So I think that's pretty funny.
Yeah, I figured you would recognize Waiting for Godot, though.
No,
You missed
I didn't.
the context, I guess.
I mean, I knew it had to be in reference to something, obviously, but I didn't understand that. Like, I've heard that name before, but I don't know anything about it.
Well, maybe someday we should go see a performance of it.
Only if it features bad rapping.
I don't know if it would.
We can make our own bad rap. Right, so this next one is with a gnome, like a garden gnome.
Yes, you got gnomed.
Yes, I got gnomed.
I have tricked you into getting gnomed.
Yes, and my favorite part of it when he says something, he's like, I'm a gnome. And then, yeah, I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I have no idea the context for this. I assume it's just something someone came up with a long time ago.
Yeah.
And then it became a meme again a few years back. So
I feel like there was some period of time where people would get gnomed,
Yeah, this is probably something like people would have sent to each other through emails in
for sure.
2005.
Yeah. Yeah, and you like laugh. It's kind of like getting stick bugged, right? Yeah, exactly. So that, I think there's,
Yes,
just,
I have
you got gnomed. That's all there is to say. Okay, this next one.
Yep.
How do you describe this? So
we like to party.
Yes, we like to party, and it's like to that song.
Yes.
Which I guess, is that what the name of the song is?
I believe so. By the Venga Boys, right?
Yeah. So it's got this like beat at the beginning, and these people, these two guys are sitting in like an 18-wheeler truck, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like kind of dancing to the beat of the song, and like next to them is like a truck with is that Thomas the Train?
Yes, that's Thomas.
Okay. Yeah. Like with I guess Thomas the Train, like little, I don't know, face on it. Mm-hmm. And it's basically, evolves into what I would describe as like a Thomas the Train chaos. I don't know, like it's just, I don't know, how else would you describe this?
Yeah, so they're stopped at a red light. They start singing the We Like to Party they're next to Thomas. And once the red light turns green, they go, and Thomas gets mad and turns into a giant, like, mech Thomas and destroys the truck.
Yeah.
And it also plays the Thomas the Train Engine theme.
Yeah. It's so odd. Like, I don't know who makes this stuff. But the thing I like about these crazy videos is that they're so random. Like, I don't know, is this in reference to anything else, or is this just like a random video?
Well, it takes models from a game called Team Fortress 2, which the company that made that released like a video maker for their engine, which used those as models. So there was a period there after that came out where a bunch of people were making like animations in it.
Okay.
So that's why those characters are there, the humans that. And then Thomas the Tank, the train engine, was a meme for a while.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, it is Thomas the Tank Engine. Okay, I thought it was either way.
Is it Thomas?
It's Thomas the Tank Engine. I thought maybe it was the train engine for some reason.
Oh,
either
is there
way.
a difference? I mean, I didn't know there was like a Thomas the Tank Engine.
That's his name.
I thought it was just Thomas the Train.
No, it's Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, I didn't know.
A tank locomotive or tank engine is a steam locomotive that carries its water in one or more onboard water tanks instead of a more traditional tender. Okay,
it does steam. I do remember that.
Obscure train thing. I don't know.
That makes sense. Yeah. So now we know. So if you want to party with Thomas, go watch this YouTube video.
Well, he'll get mad and destroy you.
Yeah, exactly. He seems prone to anger. All that built up steam, you know?
Oh,
it's
that
a little
was a bad
steam engine
pun.
joke for you.
Oh, yeah.
Steam engine. Whatever.
All right, next.
Moving on. Okay, so this is The Wicked Witch. It's about so you know in The Wizard of Oz, right?
I have no idea what this is in reference to, but it's two dudes arguing about something.
Yeah, see, it's The Wizard of Oz, okay? There's a Wicked Witch of the West, and then there's the Good Witch of the East. Glinda is her name.
It's been so long since I've watched that.
I finally knew a reference that you didn't know, so I'm excited about that. But, so it's two guys, and they're, like, passionately arguing, and he's saying that Glinda is the Wicked Witch of the East because her sister is the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah.
And so, but it's like it's like in somebody's house, and these two guys are like just passionately arguing about the Wicked Witches, so it's very funny. But we all know that Glinda is really the good witch from the East.
Yeah. I don't know, that guy makes a pretty convincing argument.
I mean, he does. He's like, there's no way, like, yeah, she comes down, like, floats down in a ball, or I forgot what he says. So, yeah. So, it's very funny, because they're, like, passionately arguing this, and it's, like, you know, something that, I guess The Wizard of Oz is, like, always relevant. It's, like, one of those classics, you know?
Well, people do remakes and reimaginings, or including it in other stuff sometimes, so...
Yeah, it's just very funny. Like, this is such a random argument.
Yeah.
So, and they're very passionate about it. Yeah.
Yeah, this went viral, and I think it's hilarious, so I included it.
It is. It's very funny. I liked it.
I like the one guy, he's just, like, his body movements, he's just very into it.
Yeah, he's, like, standing and, like, gesturing with his arms. Like, yeah, it's just very, you know, it's funny. They're, like, yelling at each other about the Wicked Witches.
Yeah, also, did you notice the knife?
No.
Yeah, when the second guy gets up, he opens a knife.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
I didn't notice that the first time either, no.
I'm gonna have to go rewatch that. Oh, so they're, like, very angry about these witches.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Yep. Alright, next.
So next, it's basically the first four notes of Megalovania.
Yes.
So it's literally the first four notes. And that's it.
Yes. This was a meme for a while. Just because Undertale, which is the game this is from, was very popular. And, you know, I've talked about it before on this podcast, so I guess it's a throwback. But, like, it was super popular, this song in particular. And there was, like, a meme where people would just throw the first four notes into stuff randomly, and that was, like, the joke.
Oh, okay. It's funny. I wonder why it was just the first four. That's very
It's
funny.
like a, kind of like an unexpected thing. Like, you're watching something else, and they throw that in, and then it cuts off.
As in, you just recognize it because you know the notes.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, oh, this is everywhere. That's kind of like the joke, like, that people are doing.
I got you. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, very random.
Yes.
But I get more of the context now that you said it was like a meme for a while.
Yes. Alright, next?
Alright, next is about rats.
Yes.
So it's just like rats kind of running around. Not like, it's like an animation, right?
Yes, 3D animated.
Okay. I couldn't remember. I just wrote down rats. So that's my notes.
you
this is my notes,
if they
rats.
were real rats or not?
I did forget, and I just watched it like very recently. But I couldn't remember. But yeah, so it's just rats running around, and what are they saying? Like, they're just rats? Like,
yeah.
I should have taken better notes. I thought that would jog my memory. Rats, that's it.
Yeah, it's rats, we're the rats, we hunt at night, we walk at night.
Yeah.
Pray at night? No, I'm forgetting the lyrics. And then it's, one of them says, I'm the giant rat that makes all of the rules. It's a song.
Obviously a song. I mean, who wouldn't want a song about rats?
Yeah, so this is taken from a YouTube video called Rat Movie, which is by a pretty famous YouTuber called Germa985.
Okay.
And yeah, it's about the rats going on adventures, and this is the song that came out of it, and it's been like mimetic on and off for like since it came out.
It's so random. So there's like a whole video on rats.
Yeah.
Like longer than this rats video. That's funny.
I just took this section from it instead of putting on the whole thing.
That's very funny. So it's just rats running around being rats and talking about how they're rats.
Yep. The whole thing's very funny too, I think, but I like this as well.
It's funny. I liked it. It was just like, once again, very random.
Yep.
And speaking of very random, the next one is super random.
Yep.
So it's basically this like what looks like a rubber naked man.
Yes.
Like bouncing along trying to go to the store. So just picture like like those rubber chickens. That's what it reminded me of. It like picture that, but it's like a man. Yeah. It's like, shimmying along going to the store.
Yeah. This is like a very famous video from back in the day. Came out in 2011.
Is it?
I mean, it's got 32 million views, and I remember it being everywhere at the time. So
I don't remember this being everywhere at the time, but clearly I wasn't, up to date with.
Oh, okay.
YouTube
the second one's more popular. It has 85 million views. Wow.
That is crazy. Yeah. So it's just this rubber guy, like, walking to the store, and then he gets to the part where he's trying to go up a small flight of steps, and he can't quite do it, because obviously he can't, like, pick up his legs regularly. Well,
the joke with that is, on the side there's a sign that says, attention, no, and then it's like, I don't know what it's trying to tell you not to do, but it shows the little, like, sign man laying on the stairs.
Yeah, it's trying to tell him you can't take the stairs that way, because he's basically, like, laid out on the stairs trying to get up the stairs, and he just keeps, like, bouncing around, because, like, he can't walk up the stairs, and the sign's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
So the poor little rubber guy can't make it.
Yeah, should probably mention this is like a 3D animated, like, character superimposed on shots of the real world.
Yeah. It's just funny because the movement is so weird. The fact that it's just like a naked man is so weird.
Yeah. And there's some whimsical music playing in the background.
Yeah. Definitely very interesting. I don't like how did this get like so popular? It's probably one of those like random things you would send to your friends, like look at this.
It's wacky, whimsical.
Exactly what the internet was made for.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I just included this because it was a famous viral video.
Yeah. Well, thank you for keeping me up to date. Or I guess it's not up to date because it was older. But yes.
All right, next.
So the next one, okay. What is this?
Hey, yay.
Yeah. So, I'll let you describe this one.
Yeah, so this is a famous internet video from back in the day. I don't know, like, when it originally came out or whatever, but it's someone did a, like, sped up version of What's Going On. Is that by Four Non Blondes? Is that the artist?
I think, is that it? Yeah, I think so. Hey,
yeah, but they did, like, a sped up version. And, like, they pitched up the vocals, too, and there's a video of He-Man singing it.
He-Man. I couldn't think of who it was. I'm like, I know this is, like, a famous character. I can't think of who that is. I was like, Captain America? No, that's not right. I knew it was, like an old school, like, superhero character.
Yeah. And it's just He-Man singing it. This was very popular back in the day. Oh, this one has 200 million views.
Wow. That's funny.
Yeah, so this is extra popular.
It was very funny. It was just, like, super random.
Yep. My favorite part's when Skeletor goes, meow, in the middle of the song.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like different characters that show up and do parts of the song, so it's just funny.
Yep.
I feel like people would watch this like when they're high or something.
I mean, probably, but I don't imagine all 200 million views of this are from people who were high.
Yeah, probably not. Alright, so the next one is with the giraffe and the quow.
Yes.
So this is another little animated one.
Yep.
So there's basically a little animated crow in a tree, and a giraffe is talking to it, but the giraffe obviously has like a speech impediment. And so the giraffe just keeps asking the crow a series of questions, and the crow is just like cawing in response to every question. But it's super cute because the giraffe wants to be friends with the crow, and he just, he says everything with like a W in it.
Yep.
So he's the dwarf. And he even shows like on his it's like a social media, like what was it at the end where he says he's friends with the crow? And like his username is like giraffe with a W.
Yeah, I don't think it's a speech impediment. I just think it's like cutesy talk.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like that's how he talks. Okay.
Yeah, well, it's like that's like the way some people talk to their like pets, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, where they kind of talk like baby talk.
Yeah,
to
they
animals.
like turn R's and L's to W's.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, I thought it was like speech impediment, but yes, I mean same kind of thing where he's like, "You want to be friends with me?" Like just kind of cute.
Yeah.
But the funniest part was at the end where he puts on his like social that he's friends with the quo. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was funny.
Yeah. Alright, well, next.
Okay, this one, like, I thought was funny because it's about LimeWire.
Yes, it's called LOL LimeWire.
Yeah, LOL LimeWire, which we've talked about LimeWire before in our take on pirating. So this is just like, what was it? Like calling you a pirate?
Yeah, it's a song from Lazy Town where they were pirates. You probably don't know what Lazy Town is. It was a kid's show that, for whatever reason, constantly kept coming back up in memes. So
really,
yeah. And this also has a little 2D animation of like a weird animated guy dancing.
It's basically saying you're a pirate if you use LimeWire.
Well, it's pro pirate. The lyrics are "do what you want because a pirate is free."
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is very like old internet culture. Well, I guess it's not like old relative to now, but the internet goes back further than like the early 2000s.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is like early 2000s culture, I think.
Yes, it is very much indicative of that culture.
Oh yeah. I mean, as you know, we were all about LimeWire.
And this was a website for a period of time where you could go to that website and it would play this like on loop.
Really?
Yes.
That's funny. Yeah, so I liked it. I thought it was good. It kind of gave me some affirmation for my song pirating days. Not that I've ever done that.
Of course.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, next.
So the next one, moving on. So
Kingdom Hearts.
I'm sure there's a reference here.
Yes, it's a video game.
Okay. So
what did you think was happening?
Well, I mean, I assumed it was some video game that these people were acting out in what appeared to be a parking lot.
Yeah.
So it was like these two guys like doing like parking lot ninja moves, I guess. They're like sword fighting basically in a parking lot.
Yeah, they're acting out as characters from the game.
Yeah.
This is from 2010. I think this is great.
What I want to know is like, do these people like take themselves seriously, or is this like all a joke?
They probably did at the time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, which I think is really funny because, I mean, I feel like we've all known people who like take video games and like acting them out seriously, you know?
Yeah.
At least at some point in our lives, we met somebody like that. So that was very funny.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff like this on the internet during this period. I mean, it's still now, but like
Yeah.
people just acting out scenes from like books or movies or games. Well, this isn't like a direct scene from a game, actually. This is like something they came up with.
I think it's very funny. I mean, I love it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I think it's fun. Like,
Yes.
I don't know, just like a creative outlet, I guess.
Yes.
Acting out scenes.
And I like how the one kid, like, definitely has more energy than the other one.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And then when he says, "I can't kill you, you're a part of me," the other guy just like gets up and walks off.
It says you're a fool.
Yeah. Just like, so funny.
Which that is actually part of the like story there. These two characters are versions of each other. I'm not gonna get into the specifics because it's complicated and weird.
Yeah, I figured out, like, I knew it had to be like a real reference, and I was just like,
yeah,
not really sure what that reference is, but yeah.
I've only played a few games in this series, but this is a very popular series, so.
Yeah. I mean, it looked fun based on their reenactment, so.
And I don't know if you caught this, but I think a fun detail is when that one guy's running to go get the second sword.
Yeah.
He, like, bumps into the guy who's filming.
Yeah.
And the guy who's filming's like, "Don't hit the camera, bro."
Yeah. And then, like, at the end, the guy who's filming, like, wipes the camera off, and the dude who walked off is, like, walking back toward him, like...
They
like,
didn't cut it
like
off
you,
at the
like,
right
you could have
time.
clearly
Yeah.
edited that out, yeah. But they left it in, so that was the funny part.
Yeah, but I think this is, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people made fun of this at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Because people are assholes on the internet sometimes, but I think this is,
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah, I
They're
think it's
really
always
going
fun.
for it.
Yeah, they're having fun. Like, I think that's, you know, always a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Next.
So, the next one, this is, you know, you got stick bugged.
Yeah, I stick bugged you again.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, again, because you have stick bugged me before.
Get stick bugged, LOL.
Yeah, so it's all this is like a little video of a stick bug doing its little bouncy thing.
Yep. And there's text that says "get stick bugged, LOL," and there's a weird little song playing.
Yes, I mean, and that is the essence of getting stick bugged.
Yes.
So, if you've never been stick bugged, I highly recommend it.
Yeah, and this was a meme briefly.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I did know this one, so...
Yeah, well, I'd sent it to you before because it's funny to send people get stick bugged, LOL.
Yeah, it's very funny. So, there you go.
Yep. Alright, next?
Yep, so next is the Tiger Woods video game.
Yes, this is the intro to the video game Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2005.
And what an introduction it is. So it starts off like kind of normal, I guess.
Yeah, it's showing like classic moments from golf history. You know, it's got like a bunch of announcers saying famous moments from golfers, and then it cuts to something.
Yeah, then it digresses into a what is it, like a rap song and like
Yes.
Animated video game golfers dancing.
Yeah, they're all doing wild celebrations.
Yeah, it's very funny. Yeah. It's just like completely random.
Yeah, well, and I think it's particularly funny because golf isn't like the kind of thing that's known for
No.
this sort of wild expression.
Yeah, like golf is like all about like following the, you know, particular decorum, you know, but this was like they're all like wildly dancing.
Yeah.
Very funny.
You should show this to Travis.
I will. I think I will. He'll probably laugh.
Yeah.
Fun times.
Alright, well, last one.
Apple Bottom Jeans. So this is like a little remix
Yes.
of the song Apple Bottom Jeans, and So the first part, it has like all of the lines, the ends in jeans.
Yes.
So it's like apple bottom jeans, boots with the jeans, you get it. And then it switches to pants. So then it's like everything ends with pants. And so on and so forth. So
yeah, this is a very funny remix. I mean, I showed one of these earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like a whole thing where people take songs and either like repeat lines from them or just like make weird versions. This one's really well done too. Like it flows together really well.
It does. It's good quality. Yeah. I thought it was very funny. It went right along with all those songs that you have shown me before. So it was a good ending, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also just think like it's very funny to hear the whole club was looking at jeans.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, but you're right. It was a really good quality.
Yeah.
Which is very funny.
Yeah, so that's all I've got for the list. What'd you think?
I thought they were funny. Once again, like you are bringing me up to speed on a lot of older like pop culture references that I've never heard of. So I think it's always good to have some randomness thrown into your day to laugh at. So
yes,
yeah, thanks for putting this together. So this has been our third review,
this is our third one,
our third responses of odd YouTube videos.
No horror ones this time. I couldn't think of any to put on there, so.
Well, I thought it was funny. You're like, you have any videos you want to add? And I'm like, I usually just watch like either travel videos or like cooking videos or like tutorials on how to do something on YouTube. So like, I don't have any cool, like interesting YouTube videos, but you obviously do. So thanks for sharing.
Yeah, well, yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, yeah. So this has been Beach View. Thank you for listening and join us next time.
Bye. You didn't say bye.